Sorry, I hit the stop button. Okay, so kind of this universal energy that registers when things are generating static or interrupting the magnetic field around it. So so what I summed up was I tried to use capacitors on it. Those didn't build up charge or let energy through or anything. They slowly charge the battery, but that's obviously not the way the energy is building up. I mean, you can take like initially what I first saw was I had it in my basement, and I had a LED, and I hooked one of them, or I just brushed one of the legs up against the side of the pipe, and with it in my hand, and it sparked. It actually lit up the LED, but it's like not a lot of energy to like burn it out or anything. It's just a little bit of energy to a little bit of static electricity. So it could have been because I was walking on the carpet with my socks. So I don't know. So it's debatable. It was in the house anyways, but what I've come to what I have a good intuition, gut feeling about this is putting coils in between the pipes. Now, I think this is why it has been built this way with the six pipes, is so you can actually draw off energy by connecting the pipes with coils. And if you put, or like induction coils, you know. So if you put induction coils between all six pipes, you have a six phase system set up. And Don Croft's name, DC, I always thought it was a joke about direct current. So and he says that things are positive energy. So like if you set up like six coils around the cloudbuster, you end up with six phases, basically. So if you have six phases and you ground and you have a common ground, like an earth ground, you end up with six signals. Well, I guess you don't even need an earth ground. You can do it without a ground. You end up with six phases, and that is what is. I was reading this on Wikipedia. Six phases are good for rectifying to DC because it forms such a uniform. There aren't a lot of gaps in between the phases because there's so many phases. So this is six phases, particularly good for charging batteries and stuff, or running any DC appliances, because it has so many so many phases, and it has a really low ripple current incidence, so amplitude rather. So it doesn't have a big ripple. So just because there's so many phases all up against each other, and unlike three phase or two phase or even one phase, which has a huge ripple, six phase just fills in the ripple, I guess. So you don't have to have such huge capacitors or any crap like that. So to balance it out. So six phase is particularly good for translating into DC, which like half our nation runs on DC transformers stuck on the AC wall. So I mean that's like actually a good thing. And Tesla was particularly into this DC impulse stuff. So he thought that was the future as far as energy went. And as you can see, like half our stuff runs on DC anyways. So I mean that's like the new age things, like charging batteries and shit. So so that would be particularly geared towards the modern times as far as energy requirements go. So this would be an ideal energy source because it's not only green, and because it would withstand like a Carrington event like might occur in the future because of the solar activity. There's the sun. Okay, sorry. Okay, so like a Carrington might occur because of the solar activity kind of ramping up recently. So so it would be good to have like a EMP proof kind of power source in your backyard or something. Yeah, that keeps chemtrails away and stuff. Anyways, yeah. So Orgonite, that's the go-to thing. And it's really popular right now in the metaphysical circles, but make sure you get the real stuff. That's 50% metal and 50% resin. Thanks for watching. This is Michael Ellis.